by getting a better understanding of how to play shots around the green is really going to help you lower your scores. Today guys, we're talking a little bit of short game and a little bit of chipping and how to hit the ball close to the hole. A lot of people are losing shots on short game, they're not practicing the short game, but we're going to show you today with an everyday golfer how you can practice productively, how you can start to improve your short game and as a result lower your scores. So guys, we're down on the short game area and we have brought our 56 pitching wedge and 52 of this everyday golfer, and we're going to show you how to select the correct club for each shot that we get around the green. So we have mid-handicap Dave here. We have him primed and ready for some short game practice because Dave doesn't always use the driving range and we know for definite he doesn't use the short game area. But we're going to talk through how Dave can practice here. So we've got 3 golf balls, we've got 3 clubs, and we're going to hit a shot here to this first flag. So again, this is sloping left to right. And straight away, Dave, what club would you instantly go to?
From this lie?
From this lie, on the fringe, nice lie.
Pitching wedge.
Pitching wedge, and that is to get that ball running?
Yeah, just get it running, hopefully drop it somewhere down in around this area, and hopefully it should go down towards the flag.
Okay, so Dave's picked an area there, probably midway for his landing zone, but what we're going to get Dave to do is pick one of those golf balls up, Dave, and we're actually going to throw the ball. How would you throw the ball to get this as close as possible? So let's see how Dave would throw this. Okay, so he's landed it. He's landed it short of where it has and it has run past. So would you then start to think, Dave, would you be changing clubs or would you change how you throw that? Would you throw it a bit higher? Would you throw it to land a little bit shorter?
I'd throw it to land a bit shorter.
Throw it to land a little bit shorter. Okay, so we'll be looking to land it on this first part of the green now.
Yeah, somewhere about there-ish, I guess.
Yeah, which has come back around about 2 yards from where you had it. Would you still be going pitching wedge?
Yeah, because there's nothing to go over. You know, people always say the sooner you can get it rolling, the better.
Okay, yeah, exactly that. So we want to land it as soon as possible and then start to know how it's going to run out. So Dave's going to come in and play this shot now. So he's obviously thrown one there to get a visual, and then from there it's trying to predict or pick which club is going to generate that ball flight and get this chip shot as close as possible. So let's see. So that landed in Dave's landing zone. It's come up a little bit short. Yeah. Would you say that? Oh, would you say that jumped up a little bit?
I don't know.
Look at these two on the channel. Kyle is on. Luca, how we doing?
All good.
Anyway, back to Dave. So did that jump up a little bit?
I think it probably did, yeah.
Yeah. So now, would you still say it's the same club?
Yeah.
And what would we do differently then?
Maybe further back in the stands.
Exactly. So it popped up a little bit on there, Dave. So it popped up a little bit on Dave there. So we're going to make sure that that ball position doesn't creep forward. If it creeps forward, we're going to get a little bit too much loft on it like there.
See, I didn't realise it was actually forward in my stance.
Yeah, and that's the thing there, and it's going through that routine, going through that setup. Right, we want that lower flight, so even with a pitching wedge, we need to get it back of centre, just like that. And it's an extended putting motion. Landed pretty similar, and gone pretty good. We would take that from there, Dave.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
So, nice and easy there, Dave. Would you have thought about how you would throw the ball?
No.
No, you would have obviously just picked a club, thought about it, and you'd have come and practiced. You'd have probably hit 4 or 5 shots, some good, some bad.
And walked away thinking it was the good ones that I was always hitting.
Yeah, and thinking he's got it in the slot. Right, let's move into a different line now. We're going to go into the semi-rough and start to see what we'd choose from there. So we've got them in the rough now, and we're going to go short-sided here. So Dave's got a little bit of grass to obviously go over there. So now he's got to think about, again, Dave, you've chose a club, but how would you throw this? Would you be throwing this with a little bit more height? Would you be using more landing angle for this one?
A bit more height, but it's downhill, so I'm kind of thinking it's probably about there is where it's going to land, just on the apron.
Yep, so just on the apron. So with that little bit of loft, so let's see how we throw it. Let's see how high this goes. So just like that, and then letting it run down. So still happy with the club you've chosen?
Yes.
And which club is that?
It's the 56.
Okay, so he's not gone straight to 60. He does have one of those. It's not in the bag at the moment. So he's going to go 56. Play this in the middle of your stance, Dave.
Yeah.
Just play a normal chip shot here. A little bit of an extended putting motion. Not trying to help this ball into the air, which is what a lot of people will do. And that's popped up nicely, landed on there and short. Dave was hoping that went in there.
I was, yeah.
Right, so good club selection there. So thought about the throw. Sometimes you might have gone here and just thought, well, if I could just bump it through there, it would have worked.
What,
but
through this? I'd be scared of leaving it. I'd be scared of leaving it exactly where it was and having the same shot again.
Yeah, but before throwing it, you might have thought, oh, I could just get it a little bit lower, but
Yeah.
the throw really pointed out that it needed to be 56.
Yeah.
So let's get behind a bunker now. There is a bunker just over there past those golf balls, and let's see if he gets the right club selection down there. So we've got some golf balls here behind the bunker, a pretty big bunker lip on there. We've got to get over that. So this is instantly where people will start to go, well, I've got a 60 degree, or I've got my most lofted. We're actually going for the back flag just over there. So we've got plenty of green to work with, but what club normally would you go to here, Dave? If you wasn't thinking about
I'd
it.
be going 56.
56.
That's where I was still thinking about going.
He's still thinking 56. Okay, so we're going to hit two shots here. We're going to hit one with a 56 and one with a 52. And what we're going to do is a little bit of a test here. So Dave's obviously thinking 56 because he wants to get the loft to get over. So if Dave puts the club down flat on the ground and stands on the face and just lets it go flat to the ground, we can see the angle in which that is going to launch. So yes, that's going to get up and over, but is that actually going to be a little bit too high? We need to make a bigger swing. Let's see. Let's let Dave hit this shot for the further flag.
I can tell by the way you're talking, Chris, that you don't agree with my decision here.
No, and again, if we get Dave to hit this one and then throw one, he might come to his senses. So it did get over, a little bit of a misstrike, which has got him nice and close to the hole there. But is that how you imagined it, Dave?
I wasn't imagining hitting it about 1.5 inches behind the ball now.
No, so that was exactly that, a long swing, then felt like he had to make a little bit of a slow down into the ball. We got away with one, Dave. Let's throw a ball, Dave, because I'm going to be interested for you to see obviously what flight that would have. I reckon your throw will have a very similar trajectory to that ball.
To the ball I've just hit?
Yeah.
So that was the right club then?
It was the right fly, it was the wrong club because you duffed it.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm getting away with that. And that is exactly how that ball launched off that club. So we now know that that's where we want to drop down to a 50 degree. If we go 50 degree, we don't have to make as big a motion.
52.
No. If we go down to the 52 degree, we know we don't have to make as big a motion. We're still going to get plenty of loft because it is on a little bit of an upslope. And if Dave does this, we can see clearly there that is going to have more than enough height to get over that bunker. You can't do this in competition, no, but if you're out practicing, you can start to get a better understanding of how your clubs are going to launch. It's also very interesting to do it from in the trees. A lot of people use a 4-iron when they could probably go 6-iron, it'll launch better. But Dave up with a 52 now, a smaller motion required, and that is a fantastic shot.
When he's right.
A little bit to the right, but distance-wise that was absolutely perfect for Dave. So it shows there for Dave, obviously throwing the golf ball would have probably changed your mind there, Dave.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have gone for the 56. You
It's
did
pin
the
high, I know. I just pushed it a little bit, Chris, but it's pin high, isn't it?
But you went 56 just because you was behind the bunker, didn't you?
Yeah.
Which
and
most
normally
golfers...
unless I've got a really short-sided chip, I normally wouldn't take a 56.
So guys, that's exactly like a lot of golfers would do. They get there, they panic, they say I've got to go up and over, I need some loft. They go straight to the higher lofted one and they don't use the correct club. Start to think, go down to your practice ground, throw the golf ball first, then pick the golf club that gives you that trajectory. It's going to help you hit the ball closer, it's going to help you be more consistent, and if we can make a smaller motion, there's less that can go wrong.